Hi Yogi, welcome to Yoga with Alina. And today we have a new tutorial. This one is going to be about all arm balances. And I'm going to give you tips that are going to be applicable for literally every single arm balance there is. I do a lot of tutorials, separate tutorials on different arm balances, and you know this. If you've been following me for a while, you know this for sure. And in every single tutorial, there are things that I'm kind of repeating myself over and over and over. Some of you have already picked up on that, but sometimes it is not easy to pick up on that unless someone does that for you. So this tutorial is me doing that for you, me putting the puzzle pieces together that hopefully will help you get deeper into different really fun poses and variations in your yoga practice. Let's get to the mat. As always, guys, I have my amazing friend, an incredible yogi here with me on the mat. Tay, he's going to help us see everything that all those same things that are happening in different arm balances. But before I start torturing you and telling you to get into all the arm balances there are, we're just going to discuss it a little bit. So the main thing on arm balance, right? First of all, every single arm balance has the same kind of name. It's arm. They're word arm in that. So arm position is pretty much going to be the same. And that's the main thing that you need to remember. How to position your hands, how to position your arms. If you get this down, if you get down your base and your arms are base and the arm balances, then you're golden, trust me. So first thing that we want to remember is that hands are always in line with the shoulders. They're shoulder width apart. They're not too wide, not too narrow. Depending on your anatomy, depending on your structure, on your muscle, on your build, on your height, sometimes it can change a little bit, but the middle, the medium, the average for everyone is pretty much with your hands being in line with your shoulders. That would be the first pointer that I have for you. The second one is that the fingertips are always pointed the direction you're looking at. And I would want to say it's always forward. No, it's not. We have poses like crow and grasshopper, so sometimes it's not really forward. But it's the same direction that you're looking at when you set it up. And make sure that your fingers are pointing, all 10 fingers are pointing somewhat the same direction. Again, the anatomy doesn't allow us to do exactly that, but you know what I mean. I'm sure you do. Another couple of tips. First thing is that, well, not a first, third thing, is that you're always balancing on your knuckles, right? This is your middle ground, and I'm going to explain what exactly I mean here. Yes, I'm going to explain this one to you right now as well. Your fingertips are your brakes. They're there for you not to fall forward, not to fall on your face. The heels of your palms are your brakes as well. They're for your butt not to collapse and your feet not to collapse. But the middle ground is right here. So you're in your best balance when you're here. So you really want to feel this part on the floor. The rest, you're just grabbing onto the floor. This camera will probably be able to show it. So you're literally grabbing onto the floor. You're going to bring the knuckles down and grab the floor so that you're really holding on nice and tight here. And this was my third tip for you guys. And the last thing that I want to say, it's not about arms right now, but it is, oh, actually, no, scratch that. There is one more about arms. Most of the arm balances, pretty much all of the arm balances will have your chaturanga arms. If you haven't seen the tutorial on chaturanga yet, please do it. I made Tess stay there for like, I don't know how many days in that freaking chaturanga. So please watch it for our both, for the sake of us both, so that we didn't do it just to do it. But you really have to get your chaturanga on point in order to get into your arm balances. It's going to make your life so much easier. So practice those, because those 90-degree angles in your elbows is what's going to help you balance pretty much the entire time. All right, now final tip, and that one is not about arms. we are never jumping. If you know me, if you followed me for a while, you know I'm very much against jumping, except for maybe handstands, but that's beyond the point right now. So no jumping. We're always leaning forward. And if the feet lift off the ground, amazing. If they don't lift off the ground, still amazing. Doesn't really matter. This practice is about the journey. It's really not about the pose. It's about the things that go into the pose. Every single pose brings something to the table, and you want to experience that. You don't want to just create a shape. Shapes are staying for the Instagram, and these are amazing as well. This is a whole different story. But in your actual practice, you want to enjoy the journey. All right, let's torture you now a little bit. Let's do crow. Why not? Go for it. So first, as always, setting up the base, and you're going to bring the hands down to the floor. Please notice how he's positioning his hands right now, because they are in line right underneath his shoulders, right? The same distance apart. Go further. Good. Just set it up as you normally would. And the knees are coming above the elbows. By the way, we have an amazing tutorial on crow as well. Check it out. But now look at his base, right? He's bending the elbows. It's not chaturanga, but he's trying. That's good. Don't laugh, please keep holding it. Good. He's bending his elbows so that he can balance on that. And if you can look closer a little bit, his fingertips are literally white right now. This is how much he's grabbing onto the floor, because they are his brakes. He's balancing right here. Good. You can let it go. Lower down. And try to keep the hands exactly where they are. Hold it there. Let's go into side crow. Will you be able to do that? Yep. Yeah. I mean, you can bring your butt to the camera as well. I don't mind, but it's okay. Good. Whichever one. There you go. The base is literally staying the same. The base is not moving, and notice how he's leaning. He's not jumping at all. He's just leaning. Good. Again, those fingertips are staying white the entire time because he doesn't want to fall on his face. I don't blame him. Good. And then the heels of the palms are also those breaks so that the feet don't collapse all the way down. Beautiful. Let it go. All right, just shake it out. You can bring the hands off that spot. Let's do a couple of more arm balances, but I think that everyone has already gotten the idea pretty much. Let's do, which ones do you like? I like all of them. All right, let's do flying pigeon. I love flying pigeon. Let's go for it. Hands are going down. Set it up from standing figure four, I guess. Yeah. Let's do it. Much easier. My favorite way to set it up. Good. And again, we're bringing those hands just underneath the shoulders. And he's going to start leaning forward. He's bending the elbows. He's going for that chaturanga here for sure. And then he is bringing all the weight into the front of the fingers, right into the front of the hands right now, not to collapse down. Good. That is absolutely beautiful. You can let it go. I know it's not an easy one to hold. And let's do the last one, grasshopper. Can you do grasshopper? No, you cannot? No way. Come on, I'm going to coach you into that. Let's do it now. Okay, no, go for figure four, standing figure four, just like you did before. Yep. There you go. Good. And then you're going to start bending the standing leg. Bend the standing leg. Good. Nope, you're staying with your hands lifted. Hands at the heart center in prayer. And you're going to bring the right elbow inside the right foot. Look at something that is not moving. Good. Press the top and into the bottom, all that good stuff. And then you're going to keep the setup with the foot and the elbow. Lower the hands all the way right here. Good, so he's twisted, but the hands are still under the shoulders. And now you're going to press that right foot on top of the right triceps, and you're going to start bending the elbows and try to almost stand on top of the triceps. I'm not even joking. You're going to lean forward, stand on top of the triceps. There you go.
I'm tight.
You're good. You're awesome. Good. Well, the base was the same, and that's the point that we wanted to make. We're going to work on that. No way. We're going to work on that for sure. That's one of my favorite party tricks, guys. If you've practiced with me before, you know that one.
Yeah.
All right, no more torture. So, I hope you guys saw what I meant by all the arm balances being pretty much the same. Because again, the base is the same, and that leaning forward, right? Never jumping, leaning forward, that's what's gonna make it a safe practice for you. That's when you know that you won't really fall face down, which hopefully you don't want to. And if you want to, by all means, go for it. Good. And I hope this tutorial was informative for you and you got to learn something new and you will be able to practice it in your next class. Thank you so much for staying with us. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a beautiful day. And from us to you, namaste.